Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got toast. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show, honey. It has been a minute, and we have a lot to talk about. Just like we said, grab your coffee and your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. Now, I want to first off welcome everyone to the show that is brand spanking new. And I also want to welcome the ones that has been with us, kicking with us for a minute. So I got to give you guys the rundown. It's been a minute because of so many things. But first off, we are back because we were hacked. We were hacked for like 30 days, I think it was. And we were out, basically shot. It was just like null and void. But we are back, and we've been back for like a month now because we were shut down in May. Then we came back in June, maybe one or two shows, and then now we are in full effect for July. Brrr, yes, yes, and yes again. So if you're new to the show, welcome. And what we do here at the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show is we talk about the red hot topics. Now, what red hot topics are you talking about, girlfriend? Well, first of all, We talk about what you're talking about. So, what are you and your girlfriends, your guy friends, what are y'all discussing here in Georgia, here in Savannah, here in Garden City? What's happening? Now, what I used to do was go like globally and maybe over, what's going on in the United States, what's going on social media. But y'all, I'm going to tell you like this, it's tiring because there's so much crazy stuff going on. And it's like, I don't want to be negative. I don't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I just don't want to talk about the madness, because you can turn on the news right now and just go numb because of so much crazy stuff. So I'd rather just hone in, reel it in on what's happening here in Garden City and in Savannah. Now, if you are in the Savannah area and you want to talk about a little something, drop a comment because that's what the show's all about. We talk about what you're talking about, and we would not be a show if you don't talk back to your girl. Okay? Talk back to your girl. What is this? Okay, Our Black Media. So let's give Our Black Media a shout out. And they were also hacked with my understanding. Welcome back, Our Black Media, and the platform of all these type of shows. There's nobody doing it. We are the first, and we are the only right now that is giving you shows like on social media. All you got to do is go to Facebook, find our Facebook, Our Black Media on Facebook, or you can also find the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show on Facebook. And we also have the Monalisa Monroe Show on Facebook. Now, why two different shows? Because we used to have an evening show. No longer, we just have one, which is voila, the morning show. Please click the new feature on Facebook that allows you to send us stars. This helps support this platform and allows us to keep bringing you these programs. Yes, yes, and yes again. Our Black Media. Give them a shout out. Woo! Give them a hey, high five. What's up? Thank you for joining us. So let's get started. As Tabitha, my girl, Tabitha Brown would say, let's get into it. So I would like for you to first off, of course, go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got the shirts you saw earlier. We've got the cups. Speaking of the cups, honey, payal. Oh my goodness, coffee is my weakness, okay? So we got a lot of stuff. So check it out on the website, www.monalisamonroe.com. And we also want to tell you to click, like, and share the show. That's how we grow, when you click, like, share the show. That rhymes. Go ahead, girl, you rapping. Anyway, and also, and most importantly, I would say, we would love for you to comment and tell us what you think about the show. Now, of course, we're all adults. We'll take it. We can take the criticism. We can take the kudos. We'll take it all. We just want to hear from you. Okay? Yeah. So like I said, let's get into it, baby. All right. So let me tell you something. I, of course, am a part of an organization here in Garden City. And this organization is called the Garden City Housing Team. Now, the CHIP project is what we've been doing here in Gardens. What is the CHIP project? The CHIP project is rehab and repair homes here in Garden City. Now, I get calls left and right, up and down all the time for people, from people who want repairs to their homes. I understand. I got you. But what you don't understand is, and I'm here to give you the information, we're only here at this point to help Garden City because that's where we are. Now, in the future, sure, we'll branch out and help others, but for right now, we're only able to help the people in Garden City. Okay? Right. Now, outside of Garden City, if you are in need, of course, of housing or repairs or anything like that, you will have to contact your housing authority. Okay. But here in Garden City, the Garden City housing team are the ones that you can contact to get your home repaired or rehabbed. Now, this is free to the resident. Yes, yes, and yes. Now, it's only free when we got the Monet. See what I'm saying? So, what we do is we thrive off of donations, grants, support, monetary, and also in kind donations. So, if you are a contractor, a plumber, an electrician, a roofer, all of this, we would love to have you be a part of the Garden City housing team because that's what we need. We need professionals. We need experts. Now, the only thing is, we're not going to be able to pay you what everybody pays you because number one, we're a nonprofit organization, and number two, we're trying to give the resident an opportunity to get their homes repaired and rehabbed for free. So if we're paying you an arm and a leg, there's no way we can do it for free for the resident. So we're asking that this be a donation from you, in kind donation from you, my love, to get this work done. Dig down in your hearts and not your pockets. Because right now, we cannot afford to pay you for the work that you do. But you are blessing someone that needs the repairs, that needs the rehab, that cannot afford it. And I'm telling you, it just warms the heart when you see grateful residents that get the rehab and repairs done for free. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm going to give you some stories about the successes that we have had since I've been in office. Now, this organization has been around since 2015. So this is, we're not new to this, we true to this. So, but I've only been the president since 2021. Okay. And since 2021, we've been getting it in. We've been getting it done. So with that being said, I'm going to give you some highlights. That's all I can give you is highlights. So what we did in 2021 is when I first got started. In 2021, here we are, baby. We are in the neighborhoods. We're in the communities, rehabbing, renovating, all the above, people that cannot afford the repairs, and they're not paying for it. That's the beautiful part. We come in and repair and renovate and rehab for free. So I'm going to give you a few of our success stories here. I'm going to find the pictures that I have here on file to just show you a little bit of what we had going on here in Garden City. Okay, so first off, this was a home that we repaired. Let me see here if I can get that up. This is a home that we repaired. Let's see here. Let me see if I can pull that up. Now, I'm not going to name any names because most of the time people don't want their business out there, which is understandable. But let's see, is this it? Let me see if this is it. Okay, so what we did was we went in and we started to repair Yeah. So let me go back. So first off, Habitat for Humanity is our partners, and they are the bomb.com. Habitat for Humanity, when I first got into office, they gave us the opportunity to do the rehab and rehabilitation for the homes here in Garden City. And baby, let me tell you, they granted us $5,000 to do a home or some repairs. We were able to repair a little bit uh, for 5 homes. So we were able to stretch that $5,000 for 5 homes. What did we do for those 5 homes? We first of all we built a ramp. We fixed the plumbing. We did some repairs. We made some handlebars for the tubs. That's the little bit that we think we were helping, but it's tremendous for the people who are receiving the help. So we did a ramp, we did some bars, we did plumbing, we did electrical, we did some doors. And mind you, the contractors did not ask for the regular rate. They discounted that rate so good, baby. We had the awesome contractor named Mark Scott, and he was amazing. Good morning, David Banner. How are you? So he was our go-to contractor, and he agreed to do the most for us, and we were grateful. So that was the first thing. So the grant for $5,000, we received it from Habitat for Humanity. Then next, we were able to do a project called 6 for 6. Now, what is 6 for 6? We actually painted and or landscaped 6 homes in 6 hours. You heard me right. 6 homes in 6 hours. That project was partnered with United Way. We partnered with Habitat for Humanity. We partnered with Home Depot and us. And it was about 70 volunteers that not rehabbed, but landscaped and painted 6 homes in 6 hours. And we called it the 6 and 6. Here we go, right here. This was our t-shirts that we were representing the 6 and 6. And it was an amazing project. We had a ball on that project. So after the 6 and 6, we started working on this chip project. Now, what is the chip project? Like I said, it's rehab and repair. And this particular grant was $400,000 to rehab 6 homes. And so that's what we did. We applied and we won. And it was a beautiful thing. When we won that, we received the funds just this year. We won last year, but we didn't receive the funds until this year. But it's all good because, honey, when I tell you that as soon as we received those funds, we got to work. We went to work. And so those 6 homes are what we're working on now, and we're on phase 1. Phase 1 is the 2 homes we're working on right now. So yeah, we're working. We do the most here in Garden City with the Garden City Housing Team. So I just wanted to give you an update on what the CHIP project is. If you saw us on the news, we were talking about us finishing up on this phase 1. And yeah, Home Depot came back out to do free landscaping for this individual. It was insane. We're like going, oh my Lord, Home Depot, you are the bomb.com. We absolutely love them. So they did the landscaping for free for this particular homeowner that's receiving the CHIP grant, and we expect them, not expect, but we are so appreciative that we are looking forward to them doing the landscaping for all of our projects. So we're just, hoping and praying that they continue to do spread the love because we love them. So yeah, that's what's going on with the CHIP rehab project. So if you have any questions, you know what you can do. You can always go to our website, and I'll give you all that information at the end of the show. Now, I said that we were going to be on for about 30 minutes. And the reason for that is because, we're just getting back in the swing of things. And originally we are on for an hour. So, but if we go over the 30 minutes, it's all good because, like I said, usually we're on for an hour. But I know that, we sort of got, what's the word I'm looking for? We got to sort of regain our viewership because we were hacked. We were hacked for like 30 freaking days. But anyway, long story short, we're back and we're in full effect. And I want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody's questions or comments. So I'm looking at the mini screens that I got going on here. But I just wanted you to know about the CHIP project because that's number one, and that's what we're working on now. Now, if you're sitting back and you're going, that sounds amazing, Monalisa, free rehab, free repairs for residents, how do I apply? Well, you actually have to qualify. Yes, you can apply, but the only way you get it is you have to qualify. What's the qualifications for receiving the rehab and repair for my home for free? Okay. So first off, you have to be in the low to moderate income bracket according to HUD. So according to HUD, you cannot make over $35,000 a year. So that category right there eliminated quite a few people because $35,000 a year is considered in poverty, believe it or not. So you would have to be in that bracket, number one. And then number two, if you move from that phase or bracket, you would have to be the home owner. So your home would have to be in your name. Case, point blank, period. It would have to be in your name. And a lot of times we have ran into inherited property that has all the siblings, I don't know, a lot of people on the deed. Well, a lot of people can be on the deed, but it has to be in your name. Okay. Not sure what you need to do, the steps you need to take in order to make that happen, but I'm sure you can research that in your downtown area. But your name would have to be on your home for us to assist. That's number two qualification. Number three qualification is that you would have to have home insurance. Okay. Home insurance for some is expensive, and for others, it is what it is. But if you put those three categories together, you're already in the low to moderate income area. Your home is in your name, which is wonderful, but then home insurance can be expensive. So it's like, man, this is a catch-22. If I can't afford this, how can I afford this? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just go by the rules. So those are the qualifications. Those are the three major qualifications that bring you to the table to receive this particular grant. So with that being said, we had a total of 6 people to qualify, and those are the 6 people that we are working on right now. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great? As Tony the Tiger would say. Good morning, sir. How are you? I can't pronounce your name. Lesaf, Asuo. Oh, your name is awesome. But good morning to you. And so those are the qualifications that that are basically it. How it's nice. Oh, thank you. So yeah, that's the three qualifications that sort of knock people out, or they include people. So either way it go, we got to go by the rules. That's all I can say about that. As Forrest Gump saying, that's all I can say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. But those are the qualifications in order to be in the running per se. So our next question is, when is the next application process? Okay, so this whole program is about 2 years. Okay, so we can apply now. We cannot apply until 2024 because we got it in 2022. But the thing is we want to make sure we're done in 2024, and then maybe apply again for the particular grant. But it's every 2 years. Every 2 years, this particular grant is for the individual. Hello, good morning, Johnny. How are you? So yes, it's exciting. It's awesome. $400,000 you would think is a lot of money until you start the rehab process, and you're like going, holy cow, because materials, labor, oh my goodness, it's expensive. I mean, per COVID, everything is expensive. After COVID, it's just an arm and a leg, either way it goes. So it is what it is, right? Um, Hold on, my people. I said I was going to make sure everybody is taken care of, and I do want to do that. Okay, there we go. So I want to make sure I'm getting everybody here. So yeah, that's the CHIP grant from DCA, which is the Georgia Department of Community Affairs, and they gave us $400,000 to rehab 6 homes. And again, it sounds like a lot of money. It really isn't, especially once you start the rehab process. It's a beast, to say the least. It's a beast. Okay, so uh, the application process is in 2 years, 2024. And will we apply? We shall see. All right, next question is, how many homes are you working on? I stated earlier, we are working on 6 homes. But, well, put it like this. We qualified 6 homes, and we're only working on 2 right now. We're working on 2 homes at a time. So phase 1 was 2 homes, phase 2 is 2 homes, and then phase 3 will be 2 homes. And that's how we're going to do it for now. So yeah, that's what's up with that. But we try to do the most, because I'm going to tell you what's going on simultaneously while we're working on the CHIP project. We're also doing another project. It's called the Roof and Ramp Project. What's the Roof and Ramp Project? Well, the Roof and Ramp Project is we build roofs and build roofs. We repair or replace roofs, and we build ramps for the disabled and the folks who cannot afford it. Again, that's what we do. We try to help the people that can't afford these repairs and these things being added to their home. And again, the Roof and Ramp Project is totally different from the CHIP project. So we're collecting donations, we're collecting funds. Go to our website, www.supportgcht.org. And when you support us monetarily, we can do as many homes as the funds allow. We have a person right now, well, we have people actually right now that need ramps and or a roof repaired or replaced. So while we're doing this chip project, all at the same time, we're trying to raise funds to do the roof and the ramp project. And let me give a shout out to ILA 1414 here in Savannah or here in Garden City, the ports, local 1414 longshoremen. Thank you. Woo, woo, woo. They gave us $10,000 for the roof and the ramp project, and that's exactly what we got done. We did a roof and we did a ramp. Matter of fact, yes, we did a roof and we did a ramp. We sure did. And believe it or not, that was the 10 grand right there. It's expensive. Hello, Harry. How are you? Good to see you. Hello, Cheyenne. Nice to meet you. Wow. Yes, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But as I stated before, it's very fulfilling. It's very awesome. It's fun, and it's got it's got some stressful sides too because you got to get stuff done in a timely manner. Because again, these people that we are helping have to leave their resident because we don't want them inside the home while we're working on it. So they have to leave. That can be stressful trying to find out where you're going to go, how long are you going to be there, are they going to charge you? That's so we try to do as much as we can. Hello, Prophet, how are you? Yes, thank you. Awesome. Thank you. So that's what we're all about. We're actually in the process now of doing both projects, the roof and ramp project. ILA 1414 Longshoremen helped us with $10,000. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And the Georgia Community Affairs Department helped us with $400,000 to repair these 6 homes here in Garden City. So, yes, we got a lot going on. And on top of that, now, mind you, simultaneously, we're doing both projects. And last but not least, good morning. Wow, so nice. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. So everyone that is chiming back to me, I appreciate that. Holy cow. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show, my people. This show is all about what you're talking about. We talk about what you're talking about here at the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show. And as I stated before, in the very beginning of the show, we used to talk about what's happening out there and on social media and all that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it is so crazy right now. I was just like, you know what? Let me just talk about what we got going on here locally, and we'll probably address the madness next Thursday. How about that? But as for today, we're talking about what we're working on here in Garden City, Georgia. And yeah, so we're blessing people here. So like I was saying, last but not least, Hantai, we also have a community garden. Now, I shouldn't say a community garden because Garden City actually has at least 7 community gardens. Woo! And these gardens were popping before the pandemic. These gardens were feeding people before the pandemic. Okay. But after the pandemic, of course, everybody just had to, woosah and get everything back to normal. And unfortunately, the gardens were unmanaged or maintained. So the Garden City Housing Team and the Garden City Homestead Association got together to revitalize the community gardens here in Garden City. Now, of course, there's other community gardens, of course, but I'm just telling you about the 7 or 8 that we have here. Now, we could not take on the full task of maintaining the 8 gardens. So what we did was we, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? We sort of just decided to work on 2 at a time. Okay. So the 2 we're working on, oh my goodness, such amazing progress. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, we have youth. Yes, young folks volunteering to revitalize the community gardens. Is that not amazing? And not just that, we have not one, but 2 master gardeners that assist these volunteers in learning how to garden. So we've got these master gardeners that are teaching the youth about gardening, and also they're planting fruit, vegetables, all of these items, right? Herbs, spices. Now, this same time next year, we're going to see the fruit of our labor. Now, of course, the master gardeners were telling me that some of this stuff is going to sprout up in October, November, December, which I'm so excited about. So I look forward to seeing the harvest of the love and joy that everyone is putting in the 2 gardens that we're working on right now. So kudos to Master Gardener Kenny, but his real name is Kenneth, but we call him Brother Kenny. And also kudos to our Master Gardener, Miss Lebo. Thank you so very much for helping the Garden City Housing Team and the Garden City Homestead Association in revitalizing the community gardens here in Garden City. Got to give you kudos for that, because it's hot out here and y'all are still getting the work in. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to the youth that are just super excited about coming out here. Now, I would be amiss if I did not include the #1 master gardener here in Garden City that started it all, that was the main person tilling and the main person making the rows in the garden. I mean, he was doing it all. 86-year-old Mr. Charles Ellison. We call him Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie, mwah, we love you. We thank you for all the hard work that you're doing in these gardens. And you, sir, yourself have about 5 gardens on your property. So gardening is in your blood, and we just thank you. Again, thank you to all of our master gardeners, all of our community help volunteers, the youth. Thank you all for revitalizing 2 of the 7 or 8 gardens in Garden City. Beautiful, flourishing gardens. We just have to get back to it. That's all. So I bet you're thinking, my gosh, it's a lot going on in Garden City. Baby, it is. We are between, or sort of between. Pooler, Port Wentworth is on the side of us. Pooler's on the side of us. Savannah's over maybe 5 or 10 minutes away. And Garden City is just this small, little, quaint city with 10,000 folks. But baby, let me tell you something. We're doing big things here in the Botanical Garden City. So we're making it beautiful. We're revitalizing. We're doing it. Now, before I totally stop talking about how wonderful Garden City is and what's happening, I gotta let you know about my hubby bear. My husband, Gary Monroe, is running for mayor of Garden City. Whoop, 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 whoop. So we are pushing him We're supporting him. We're undergirding him. We're holding him up, and we are praying that he gets it this time in Garden City, and because he has a master plan from God in order to help rejuvenate, revitalize, and revamp Garden City to the point to where their focus is no longer on industrial, but it is residential. And with residential comes commercial. Industrial, hey, I know everybody got to work. I appreciate that, but you're not finna do all of that here in Garden City no more. Okay. Okay. Like I said, we're going to be nice this morning. But yes, so vote Gary Monroe in Garden City. If any folks in Garden City is listening in today, Gary Monroe is your candidate, baby. He's the man with the plan. Okay. All righty. So let's go to any comments or questions that we have. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, oh, when will you be finished with this round of homes? That's a very good question. So this round of homes is our first round, and it's looking like we probably won't be done until the end of July with the first phase, because we want to make sure we've got all our work right up done to bring the houses up to code. That's number one. And then number two, we want to make sure that we complete everything to the satisfaction of the resident. So we're doing our best to finish it before the month of July is out. So there you go. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening, y'all. Let me check Facebook and see if y'all have any questions on there. I don't see any other questions, but if you have any after the show, let me tell you something. After the show, you can still replay the show, and you can still post any comments, concerns, whatever. I always go back and check. So leave something. If you missed the show, don't worry about it. Hit replay, honey. Hit it. We're here. No problem. And if you like the show, hopefully you do, click like and share the show, because that's how we grow, when you share the show. And you know, we've been at this for a minute now, surprisingly enough. For those of you that are new to the show, check this out. We've been here since 2020. We started during the pandemic. We basically, I'm gonna tell you like this. I was sitting at my house, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like going, how is everybody doing? I'm worried about my family, my friends, and I'm just concerned. That's how it started. I was just concerned. And I said, I'm going on social media, and I'm going Facebook Live. So I went on social media, Facebook Live, and I was basically saying, hey, how is everybody doing? What's happening? What's going on? And literally everybody started just chiming in. Hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. And then we just started talking about what was happening in the news, the madness of 2020. Y'all remember 2020. So we just started talking about 2020 and how crazy it seemed. And it just became this thing, right? So I didn't do it every day. I chose one day because I didn't want to wear people out, you know, being online every day. Oh, you know, that would be tiresome real soon. So what I decided to do was pick a Thursday, because Thursday is like Friday Eve. And it's like, that's a good day. Because Monday, you just got over the weekend, you got to go to work. Tuesday, you're trying to regroup, recover from Monday. Wednesday is usually all the meetings at the job, you know, church, Bible study, you know, all of that. And then you got Thursday. You know, this Thursday is just that happy hour, that, you know, that fun time. So I said, yeah, let's do Thursday. And so the time frame was interesting, because I'm from Texas, and the central time frame right now is 9:44 there, and Eastern time is 10:44. So I was like, oh well, that's early in Texas, but it's not too early. People are either driving to work or they're already at work. So I said this will be a good time. And baby, we was at home anyway after the pandemic. So it just hit hard. It hit hard to the paint. It was awesome and it worked. Well, 2021, 2022, everybody's back to work. And I started juggling, man, should I change the day? Should I change the time? And it was just one of those things that you just got to play with and see what happens. And it stuck because here we are on a Thursday starting at 10 o'clock. So, boop. But this year was our third birthday, our third anniversary, and we're still going. And I hope to continue, to continue because we're having a good time. And now it's so much fun because our platform is now on Roku. So you can find us on Roku if you have it. I don't think we're on Fire Stick, but we are on Roku. So click like and share the show, spread the news, honey. Boom, boom, boom. Um, my website, like I said in the very beginning, is www.monalisamonroe.com. Please go and purchase the merchandise. And if you missed it, let me show you what I'm talking about because this right here is our first commercial. Enjoy.
Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got totes. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we?
Is that not the coolest commercial? Is that not the bomb commercial? Come on now. That is awesome. Now, as I stated before, all of these awesome items, see the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show on that coffee cup, girl. Yes. Will be on the website. So you can purchase it right off the website, www.monalisamonroe.com. Let me get that information up for you, honey. There you go. And again, click like and share the show, spread the love, spread the news. Come on now. And also comment, leave a comment. We love when you talk back to us. And I want to personally thank everyone that chimed in today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the new viewers. David Banner, Mr. Asio, Mr. McDonald, Mr. Smith, Cheyenne, Prophet. Thank you so much. And Miss Taylor, Gianna Taylor, Tyler. Thank you so very much, gang. We just appreciate you so very much for tuning in today. And like I said, if you want to have any of the merch that you saw, the website is always open, www.monalisamonroe.com. This is who we are. This is what we do. Monalisa Monroe Morning Show is just talking about what's happening in your neck of the woods. Now, I know I was going to save it for next Thursday, but to just drop a little nugget here in this little area right here. So you turn on the news and you're watching the news and you're wondering what in the world is going on. That's just where I'm at, right? You saw Trump go to trial. You saw Biden, Hunter Biden in trouble. You see these people getting put in jail, that did the insurrection. You see all of this craziness, and you sit back and you say, okay, are we getting the full story of everything? Because it's like if you see other news stations, they're not saying the same thing, or you go, oh, I didn't know that. So you're only hearing portions of what's really going on. And so I like to comment every now and then about what I think about certain things. And of course, my comments and my concerns or my words are not law. I mean, I could be wrong or you could disagree, and that's fine too. But it's a lot of stuff out here, people, that is just not rubbing me well at all. And it's like, what in the world? And I have three boys, and they're all out of the house. I'm an empty nester, so I really don't have to be as concerned as what's going on in the schools, but I am concerned about what's going on in the schools because soon as you turn on the news, it's some type of school shooting or mass shooting or something like that. And it's like you just sit and you go, what in the world? Because just 3 years ago, we were all on lockdown. We were all scared for our lives because of this virus called COVID. And now it's like we have jumped right back in the swing of the madness. Everything that was stopped or halted is now back. And it's like, why? You know, why? So we're left with that. But I don't want to leave you there. I want to take you to something else before we leave. So where I want to take you is not everybody is believers. Not everybody believes in God. Not everybody believes in Jesus. But I do. Okay. So I want to say that in these times, you really have to lean on Christ. You really have to lean on God. I'm not even going to say your higher power. I'm not even going to go there. You have to depend and lean on Christ. There's nothing else. That's it. So with that being said, I hope you know him. If you don't and you want to get to know him, this is the great opportunity. Just go to him and say, I'm sorry for all what I've done that was not of you. I want you to come into my heart. I want you to change my heart. I want you to make me a better person. And I receive you, and I believe that you died and that you rose from the dead with all power. And I also believe that you left me with the Holy Spirit to instruct me, to guide me, and to lead me. And with all that being said, I believe this with every fiber of my being. In Jesus' name, I pray and receive you. Amen. Simple. So when you walk that walk and you talk that talk, I don't have to persuade you. I don't have to beat you over your head. I don't have to quote 1,000 scriptures, but I do want to offer you what I have. Silver and gold I do not have, but Christ I do. So I'm offering you him today, to accept him as your Lord and Savior, and to receive him to change your life for the better. Because this crazy madness of a world is coming to an end one day. And I would hate for you to go in the pit that is dark and is torture. I would hate for you to do that when this opportunity gave you a leeway for joy, peace, happiness, love, all that good stuff. And you only get that from the Father. So Have a great, awesome Thursday. And thank you again for tuning in to the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to sort of give you the background of who we are, what we do, all about us. Okay? And hopefully you will tune back in on Thursday of next week because once again, grab your coffee and your tea, hunty, because we always have a lot to talk about. Take care. Love you. Bye bye.